Yes, sir, baby. It's on the radar. Yo, new artist spotlight. Got a very, very, very special guest calling in from Rochester, New York. I got Majs here with me. What's good, my brother?
What's good? How you doing?
Hey, how
Thanks for
are
having
you
me.
doing, man? How's everything been in Rochester? It's cold, I'm sure.
It's cold as hell. I honestly be real with you right now. I'm not even in Rochester. I'm out near Philly right now.
Okay, so it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's a little warmer.
Yeah, it's a little warm. But yeah, Rochester cold as shit right now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Definitely cold. I got a lot of friends out there, but I'm happy to have you on the show today. We first met at the Major Record Label Showcase back in was it November,
Mhm.
and of course you were one of the standout artists, and so I had to chop it up with you because like your records were just like it gave me like more hype like Playboy Cardi with the joints you were performing. I was like, oh yeah, me and this kid got to talk because these records are fire.
Right.
But before we get to the music, give me a little history about yourself, how you got into music, rapping, all of that.
Okay, so boom. It started when I was like a jit. Honestly, I've been dancing and singing since I was really young. I was in choir and all that. For like schools and churches and shit. I've always did recitals. I used to like sing for like my aunt and like my grandma and like my
Mhm.
cousins, like at like Thanksgivings and shit. Like used to stand there. I was like 4 years old, like singing and dancing, just cause. Like I literally caught a little my aunt, rest her soul, she used to call me Choo Choo because like I was always moving like a
Right, I
train.
was about to ask you.
Yeah.
You had like a little nickname when you were growing up.
hmm Yeah. So well, I was always doing something. So that's where it all like started for me.
Mm,
Honestly, the rapping didn't start to like around my 20s, to be real with you, because like it was more of a like comfortability thing for me,
mhm.
and like me transitioning from just singing to actually people don't I don't feel like people unless they actually do both and actually do their own shit through both, they don't like it's a different transition than like writing lyrics for like singing than actually writing lyrics when you're rapping, because like
Right.
when you rap it, you could change up weight. Like it's three for me. I see it's three levels to a song, especially when you're singing in a beat. You know what I'm saying? But when you're rapping, like there's so many different variations and so many places you can be. You know what I'm saying? So I believe like rapping actually opens your mind.
Rapping actually opens your. I love. I never heard somebody describe it like that. That's kind of cool how you describe that.
That's how I see it. And that's what sounds you get. That's like when you heard when I did ooh or even
Yeah.
Randolph. That's the sound. Like I really came from like especially ooh, that's a singer standpoint, just
Mhm.
rapping. You know what I'm saying?
So you've been doing this for a while. So you've been into music since you was a little kid.
I always I like son, you don't get it. Like I'm talking Jackie Wilson in the attic with a big ass boombox. I'm only like 13 years old,
I love
and
it.
I'm singing Frankie Lyman, Jackie Wilson, Michael Jackson, everything, and I'm dancing by
And
myself.
you kind of showed off a little bit of the dance moves at the showcase. And some of the records, you did Ooh Times Three and Ran Off, right? And
hmm
and I love these records because they were very like Playboy Cardi bop esque. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hmm
and like I feel like all the records that I've heard from you have been like a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of get into these different pockets. Why do you kind of like bounce around with these different sounds instead of having one, I guess, core sound? Like, do you just kind of like to experiment and bounce around a lot, or how do you feel about that?
it all transpires like to the names I hit you with. Like I'll hit you with like my favorite five list, like my all
Your top
time
five.
favorite: Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, Freddie Mercury,
Mm,
James Brown, and and it kind of get iffy with the fifth, but like for me, for like a versatile thing, it would have to be probably like I'll put Prince in there. I definitely put Prince
okay.
in there. So like that's the way I go towards music when I do music. Like even if I'm in somebody else's studio, I was just in somebody else's studio like a week ago, and like they was playing the beat that they created, but like yeah, I was sitting there listening to him as he was like going through the beat, and then like I just naturally I don't know it if I hear something and my spirit be like yeah like that.
Mm,
Sometimes it'd be like this and then that, then like this and then that. Then you get like a whole different variations throughout the song for me. But for the most part, like especially if I'm fucking with the how the sound coming from the instrumental, yeah, yeah. That's how you know. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. So like your latest record, which you released back in December, is Come Up featuring Smooth by Nature. So
Mhm.
when you put out quite a few number of joints, you put out about five records in 2020. Is
Mhm.
is are you a singles person or are you more of a projects person? Like what's kind of your vibe when it comes to these records?
with those 5, it was more of a like, okay, so I believe it started when I dropped Ran Off. I dropped Ran Off last summer. It was like May. It had to be like May, I believe. So the way I do things is like, okay, so I'm actually very like, what's what I'm looking for, like precautious about just dropping shit, to be honest with you. So like I dropped those five songs in the span of a year, and I think like a 3-month time span between each of them. And the reason I do that is because like this, okay, so I kind of wanted to see how people was gonna take that sound from me, to be honest too, because like you said, it's different. It's not something people are usually like listening to. Like to be honest with you, I've never heard nobody do anything like Ran Off, and that's the reason I dropped it the way I dropped it and how I dropped it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm very picky on how I drop stuff. I am. I'll be honest with you.
So it's like a project on the horizon for you this year.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like the R&B EP that's the next thing that be released for me.
So you're gonna switch up the style and take it down like a more R&B route.
Yeah, I want to confuse people a little bit, but bring them right back to it.
With that being said, like I feel like for with you obviously being an independent artist, what have been some of like your challenges that you face kind of taking this independent road?
Challenges. The biggest challenge, I honestly, for anybody independent is like your circle. Honestly, your team. Honestly, but other than that, I don't give up. So I don't know. I really like. I see. To be real with you, like when I did this, I won a showcase in Rochester before I came to the city, and did that one. So, like, I'll give you the breakdown on like how that even went. Like, it was really. You ever watch the show Vikings?
I've heard of it, but I never got to see it.
It's the part where Ragnar he's sitting on a mountain. Like I swear to God, for that whole month before I did that first one, I was literally just sitting in my car, like listening to either myself or like music I was gonna do or I planned to do or things I like. Like I'm a very hedge person, and then I apply. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
You know what I mean? So like, and like I'll be real with you. Like before I even like went for the showcase last, I want to say October. It was a whole year of just prepping myself. That's another thing with people too. Is like people don't realize you'll work a whole year for 5 minutes.
Right.
Because like that's all. Like that's the first showcase. That was 5 minutes. That was a 5 minute. I only had a 5-minute slot, and like that was literally like a whole year plus more of like work on that sound put into that show, and then the showcase I went to the city. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of prep.
Right.
It's tiring, but yeah, like the independent, because like to be honest with like the label thing, from what I see and what I know so far, like they tend to make like a lot of the aspects a lot easier. Like people don't know what it takes to put in a lot of that stuff, like with like recording, if you need a producer, if you got a producer working with you, your mix engineer, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has to be on point. That's the thing. Like I'm a very like I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm very no like a very anal person when it comes to like my time, and like shit gotta be on point. Like shit just gotta be on point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my the engineer I work with, Ryan, like we're like this. And it's because like I'll send him something and he'll naturally be able to know where I'm going. And it's because of the connection we have. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Do you feel like you have a good team around you? Since you mentioned the team is like the most like difficult part of being independent.
Yeah, a lot of people got to realize too is like, and I had to realize it very quickly, is you're your biggest support system.
Right.
Self. You know what I'm saying? Like your PR team, you all of it.
Totally.
Everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So with that so we got the R&B joint coming this year. We got are we gonna have a rap project this year from you, like a true rap project, or we just sticking with R&B?
Yeah, honestly, you never know. When it comes to music, for me, it's more of a like it's a feeling thing, and like right now, like as I'm on this Zoom call with you, like I could get off and literally just record like 5 tracks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just because when it comes to rap, I feel like I'm more of a like you said, and when you first asked me the question, it's more like it's not experimental. It's more of like, how do I put this? Because I don't know if you heard. I did a song called Grape Juice. It was more like a Black Lives Matter song.
Mm-hmm. I don't
It
think
was more
because I was listening on I was on your Apple Music today, and I was
okay.
listening to all that joints. I don't know if Grape Juice is on there.
That's only on SoundCloud because that's some big like some group that's they beat. I just used it.
Yeah, you're
It
like,
was
I ain't trying to
fire.
make money off of it. I'm just trying to put out some cool shit.
Yeah, I just like this. Honestly, this is how I put it because like I just got another one like a week ago on some real like a guy. His name put him out there. DJ Jerry Rock. He commented on Randolph actually last year when I started like showcasing like the process of like me putting it together.
Mm-hmm.
He was like he actually challenged me to make like a fuck 12 song
Okay.
on some real shit. I still got the comment, all that. But like, so boom. So I bet I'm gonna do it. So I did it. But be real with you, I ain't gonna hold you when I like from writing to recording. I kind of teared up and cried a little bit. Like it was for me, it was like when it comes to rapping and like doing all this shit and like all the stuff I do with it and like all the different aspects, different variations I go with,
Mm-hmm.
those are all parts of me. You know what I'm saying? Like when it like the same thing with R&B, like those are all parts of me. Like when I get raunchy or ignorant, like with Ooh or Randolph, then I switch it up and do something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, those is all different parts of me. That's where I see like the rapper aspect for me, to be honest.
Got you. Well, I'm looking forward to everything you got coming out this year. What else do we got to be on the lookout this year from Maj?
Oh no, you just gotta stay tuned. You gotta stay tuned. Can't give out too much, you know what I'm saying? Can't give out too much.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it. We also got a visual for Geek Talk coming soon too, as what, right?
Yeah, Geek Talk and Been There Done That next month. Been There Done That definitely next month. I did that for the second showcase. I did that back
Dope.
in November. Yeah. Honestly, until you told me, I didn't know like like I went crazy at that showcase.
Nah, you was a vibe. I was like, okay, I see the vision with him. I like him.
I didn't even. I'm be real. I didn't even know.
Nah,
Even know.
you killed that shit. But I'm looking forward to all the new records you got, the Geek Talk video, the R&B EP. What else do the people got to be on the lookout for you in 2021? I know you said you keeping everything a little hush hush, but is there anything else you want the people to know to look out for?
Honestly, no. I'm very. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm very self when it comes to things. I'm more of like I would definitely put people on maybe weeks and beforehand, but yeah, ain't nothing too far out right now. You know what I'm saying? Nothing past next month. I'm giving out. Nothing past next month. This gonna be weird. Nothing past next.
All right, well, I appreciate you taking the time to chop it up with me today, man. And like I said, I'm looking forward to everything you got coming up, and congratulations on all the success so far. Let the people
Appreciate it.
watch and where they could follow you at. Anything else that you want to plug in? Now is the time to do it.
Shoot. Like he said, you can follow me literally everywhere you listen to music. And if you got Instagram at Majs the Singer on Instagram, you can find me anywhere on Apple Music, SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube. All you gotta do is type in Maj. If you know a song, Maj that song. But like, if you're looking for a SoundCloud, definitely Maj Randolph would be your best bet. That I would I would say that SoundCloud is your best bet if you want to hear anything. SoundCloud, because it's got everything I ever did on it, everything, exclusives, all of that. And like I said, Maj Randolph Circle.
Got you. Well, yo, like I said, I appreciate it. Make sure y'all go run up the streams on all the records he got out now. Keep in tune. Make sure you follow him. Until next time, it's Maj on the radar, baby.
Appreciate you.
Bow.